Hi there traders, welcome to Elite Currency. My name is Chris and this video is focused on interesting bullish daily candles that could indicate, I think at least, the potential end of a bearish correction on some of these wheat stocks that we've been following now for a while. Let's take a look. Let's kick off with Canopy. I'm starting with this particular instrument because yesterday's candle was very bullish. In fact, that's the whole reason of this video, because basically price was in a corrective mode the last few days. We had a bullish spike. That's the video that we had last time explaining that this spike is a good first indication of more upside to come, but there could be a correction first. So we were waiting for this correction to finish, and I would say that yesterday's candle, look at this bullish candle here. Let's zoom in so you can see it a lot better. Look at that. It is a good candle. It is a close near the high. That is indicating strength to me. It is more or less totally outside of this resistance trend line. It is breaking above all these daily highs of the last few days. So for me, that is looking like a good continuation signal. And I think that we should, technically speaking at least, not looking at other fundamental things, expect a continuation higher to this resistance zone right in here. And of course, first of all, the top of the channel, so counter channel. So I think there's some we could expect some momentum to the upside to continue to 35. 35 will be a next resistance zone. Ultimately, maybe price will make kind of a sideways zone there, for instance. Well, that's something that we'll have to see. That depends. Like, how does price respond there? I don't know. But if it does make a bull flag, that's my point. Let me show you. So like this, right? We get an upside with the blue arrow, and then we have price kind of making a slow sideways move like that. That's a bull flag. And that would indicate a good chance, a likely chance of price continuing through that resistance zone. However, if price moves up and then it falls quickly like this, that would be not so good, all right? Because that would be impulsive price action, and that could be indicating still a bigger correction. This could be maybe a W, here's an ABC like this, and there could be another ABC to the upside like this, right? And that could finish the red X, and down we go for red Y, and that could be more bearishness to come, and could test this blue zone in here deeper, all right? So very important how price will respond. To me, yesterday's candle, very likely that it will continue higher. There could be some retracement of yesterday's candle, right? I mean, we could see maybe price test the halfway mark, or maybe even the open, but ultimately I think there should be a bullish continuation up to 35, and then we'll have to see how price responds to that zone. If it breaks above it, then of course there's space typically on average towards the next or the previous top around 44. Now the other instruments, for instance Aurora, sorry about that, had a bullish day too yesterday. So I think that ultimately, just like Canopy, it is looking at a continuation higher, and I think that from this perspective there's a good chance for price to retest the previous highs here around 14 and 15. And of course, there's a little bit of resistance around 1252, the previous high here. The channel, still, the counter channel top are resistance levels that might prove to be difficult too. But so that's basically the first target, the second target 15. But ultimately, I think that if price keeps its momentum, if it keeps these candles like this, that there should be a decent run here, then to the upside, and then we'll have to see how price responds to resistance. And the same thing is valid, technically at least, it looks like, for the third instrument here, Afria, but it is less bullish in the sense that price is pretty much very far, or a decent distance, from the previous top. And you can see the difference here with Canopy. You can see that, look at this high, it's very close to this previous high. Here it's very far, so not as much momentum in this particular instrument, but still the bullish engulfing twins stand. Still, this particular candlestick pattern is visible and typically strong. So also with this particular instrument, I think there's a good chance of price to make a run up. But I wouldn't say that the previous top is doable. Probably, maybe a good thing could be to put a fib level. Let's put a fib here, fib retracement from here to here. All right. Oh, I need to close it there. Good. And let's see, 50 fib, 61.8 fib. Those could be levels to be aware of around 1870 and 20 as resistance spots. All right, and we have to see again how price responds there. So that was my 2 cents, an update again on these stocks. We'll do a new update, of course, if there's any significant development or otherwise next week. And of course, always keep in mind that this is technical analysis. Specifically, take a look at fundamentals as well, just to make sure what's going on with the stocks and that particular stock as well. So find out more info and free analysis at elitecurrency.com, and wish you all good trading. Cheers.